The Most Disgusting Content House by the YouTuber Tommy NFG. Happy New Year, everybody. Let's see what this video is talking about.
Content houses usually have multiple receptions from the public. On one end, they can be perceived good, with all members collabing together smoothly with no problems and all being different in what they bring. And at the other end, you have something like the original Team 10 house.
Neighbor from hell? Disney Channel star Jake Paul is accused of making life miserable for his neighbors.
Did any of y'all ever watch what's it called, Team 10's content? I never watched it. I never watched any of Jake Paul or Logan Paul's rise in YouTube, and I know they were really popular, obviously, but I never knew what their whole content was about. Any of y'all watch it? Let me know in the comments.
In fancy West Hollywood, rowdy buddies.
Are you serious, my brother?
Also, excuse the homeless background, alright, obviously I'm not at my setup, but apparently there's a new content house in town unlike anything we've ever seen. And this content house fits more on something like Pornhub, so of course they used the alternative to it, TikTok. And that's none other than the Bop House. This isn't some brain rot joke or something, this is deadass an official account. The Bop House is a group started by Sophie Rain and her friends, featuring all OnlyFans girls who got big because of TikTok. Now I'm not gonna name them all off here. One, because no free promo, I know these girls make like 5 mil a month. Slide me a mil and we can talk. I would never promo some OF girls though.
You know what? While it is degenerate content, and I would not really recommend any of y'all that watch this video to go check it out, if we're looking at it from a marketing point of view, this makes sense. If they already make tons of money on their own, what do you think they can do together? They would probably just run that bag out of the stratosphere. And if we really think about it, at least to my knowledge, I don't think we've had a female content house where they have a group and they do something. We have AMP, we have the Sidemen, and we have FaZe. We have male groups that make content together and they're in a team. So I don't think we have the female equivalent. So if they're doing this but on the pretense that they are OF models, you don't think that multiple dudes are just going to want to check this out and they're going to have to pay for multiple type of things to see what they are doing as a team? It's brilliant marketing, and obviously it's degenerate, but if we're looking at it from a broad sense, it's a smart idea.
I probably got some Gooners that watch me anyways that are gonna check the page out after this, so maybe it doesn't matter. And two, because I truly don't even know these girls' names other than two. I haven't reached that elite status of gooning, I guess. But the two probably most known girls in the Bop House are Sophie Rain and Camila Araujo. Camila is that one girl that was in the Mr. Beast Squid Games video, for y'all that don't know. Then started an OF immediately right after she went viral. She did capitalize off her 15 minutes of fame, I will give her that. But it's just sad for our generation. All it takes is a Mr. Beast video and you're all of a sudden the top 0.1% of OF stars. I know historians skipping over our generation when they see this shit, not gonna lie. And she's also known for using her little brother in her videos on her TikTok to...
I literally made a reaction video about this, so if you haven't checked it out, link in the description. You'll kind of understand her whole history of how from being in the Mr. Beast Squid Game video, she used that and leveraged it to make an OF page, and obviously she's making money, but how she markets her OF is using her brother in a fake scripted interview setting where she's sitting inappropriately and she's asking, or her brother's asking her questions that are inappropriate that he says his friends ask him, and he's all oblivious to it. One of the questions he asked her was, I don't know, my friends keep asking me and teasing me by saying, is it pink? And her response was yeah, my car and everything, it's pink. But you understand what they're trying to do. It's all scripted. He knows. He's in on it. And it's just a very, very diabolical way to promote your OnlyFans by using your younger brother to push your content out. It's crazy.
Promer her OF, which is just weird. If you know your TikTok is meant to funnel people to your OF, then I would think you wouldn't want any of your family members featured in it, especially your underage brother.
Jade, what has been your most expensive purchase?
What do you think, Christian? These jobs.
He a fan, he a
fan, he a fan.
Like, she'll have her cooch flaps spread wide open and be having a random conversation with him.
I don't know why you're so set on going to college. Like, just don't, be an entrepreneur like me and be successful that way.
Entrepreneur? You only. That's not being an entrepreneur.
Yes, it is. It's a business.
You sell pictures of yourself online. That's not being an entrepreneur.
And of course, there's Sophie Rain, which I'm assuming you all know whether you want to or not. Her
43
big public fame
M's.
push this year was her admitting she made $43 million in a year on OF, while being 19/20, by the way. I truly feel bad for women of our generation. Imagine going to college for 4 years, graduating top of your class, doing everything right essentially, only to get out and try to find a job that a million other people are applying for, and having to settle for, I don't know, a fry cook at an amusement park. Meanwhile, this girl makes 4 times your lifetime income in a year and doesn't even have to get smashed on camera. So fellas, if the ladies seem mad a lot, this is probably why. Actually, I don't know anyone that wouldn't be mad about this. Sophie Rain has also had some weird claims through her sorta climb to fame. She's claimed she's fully a virgin and never lost the V card. I know
Cap.
I'm gonna get some people like, Tommy, of course she can get nude on camera, bend her butthole to the world, and still have her card. It's 2024/2025. We've moved on past the old corn star tropes. Look, all I'm saying is, it's just a little hard to believe it, right? It can't just be me.
You have already kind of marketed yourself. You're saying you're a virgin. And I'm wondering if that becomes a draw for a lot of men who are signing up for this.
I'm sure it does. Not a lot of people online claim that they're virgin. I think that it's really awesome that I still am, and that I can show other people that you can still make this much money and be a virgin.
If she is a virgin, she's not doing herself any favors. While this virgin claim is good to market people to her OnlyFans, in the long run, it's already going to be tough for you to find that if you're doing OnlyFans. But also, people are not gonna believe you that you are a virgin because of your OnlyFans. So it's the short term, it's beneficial because you're getting more people to sign up for what you're doing. But on the long term, no one's really gonna believe you if you are telling the truth because of what you're doing. So it's like a double-edged sword, and you take the sweet now, but the sour is gonna be spat out later. Something like that.
Virgin and don't have to give yourself up to everyone and on the website, on OnlyFans and all that stuff.
It actually does benefit her financially, weirdly enough, claiming she's still a virgin. Because there's a large amount of dudes out there who love hearing it because they think she's more pure or clean. Like, all the Twitter OF girls will spam and always claim the same thing. Hey guys, I'm a new freshly 18 model who's never done anything with a guy. Wait, but you have 2 kids that are in school that you post on your story, and it says your actual age is 34 on famous birthdays. As I was saying, I'm the new freshly 18 model who's never. All the dudes who are into that freshly 18 need their hard drives checked. And a lot of times it'd be middle-aged or old men with full families. I hope these girls know the dudes that are their age are not buying their OFs. They're scouring the internet for the leaks. They're smarter than that. Her other big claim is that she's actually Christian and doesn't like how people assume things about her. Whether she believes this or not, I think this was best to keep a secret.
Yo, if you're Christian, I don't know. I'm not here to say you're a fake Christian, but if you are doing OnlyFans and you are profiting off making men lust, I don't know if you understand that that's not it's not Christian-like. So she might be, she might not be. That's between her and God. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But if she wants to really live this Christian life, she can't be promoting things like what she's doing. But hey, let's move on.
To herself. As someone who did grow up in the church, if anyone like a Sophie Rain came up to the pastors and told them if it's okay what she's doing, they wouldn't kick her out. They'd hear it, but they'd look at her with the most "are you serious" my face ever. One of the most well-known things from Christianity is the 7 deadly sins, and lust is one of the main things up there. So I'd actually like to hear her full justification of it one day. And even if you say the 7 deadly sins isn't mentioned in the Bible, like, do I really have to explain why the this wouldn't be accepted?
I don't want anyone thinking that about me. I'm a Christian. Like, I know it's like, it seems odd. I'm doing what did you call it? OnlyFans? OnlyFans?
I can't say because YouTube doesn't like it. They like flag me, and then I don't earn any money. So
Oh, that's fine. I understand.
I got a wife and
But I
10
don't
kids to
do any
provide for. So
I don't do any anything else with anyone on my OnlyFriends. Like it's just me. I made it because of basically because of the Spider-Man thing.
Yeah, I don't think just because she doesn't get fully piped on camera, she's all of a sudden abiding to all rules pertaining to the Bible and is good after everything. And even if she wanted to justify it a little bit better, I would say doing her content purely on Twitter would be an actual better excuse for that. Because I'm not saying she tries to advertise personally to kids on purpose. I actually don't think she does. But being on an app like TikTok where most of the users are kids, it's pretty obvious who her main audience is. You're not having grown-ass men with jobs sitting around the bar table talking about Sophie Rain's new TikTok. But back to the actual Content House thing. This account, as of recording this, only opened 3 weeks ago and almost has 1 million followers. The growth is clearly insane.
The fact that this account already has 1 million subscribers should just let you know where we at as a society. It's pretty sad.
For the little time it's been out. And they've been announcing they're trying to recruit more people into it. So I'm not even joking, there's people actually auditioning to get into the Bop House. I remember back then when famous actors years later would get their audition tapes released to the public, and everyone went, whoa! Look how far they came, man. All their hard work led them to right where they are. They deserve everything they got. And now you have this. I'm not gonna show all the auditions because just no. But you can search it up on TikTok and see hundreds of auditions of people trying to get into the Bop House. If it wasn't already a problem, people have been recommending in their comments for a girl to join of the name Piper Raquel. She's a girl who got big growing up doing YouTube videos and vlogs, and also doing TikToks where she dresses, let's just say I don't want to show it because I'd feel like a
PDF file even spreading it.
She's 17 and decided to make her audition for the Bop House. And people are in the comments of the Bop House account recommending her to join. Just obliterate the whole app at this point. Donald Trump, if you can hear us, please delete this. Luckily, they denied her. It's not like they had a choice anyways. But I wouldn't be surprised. As soon as she turns 18, she'll be welcomed in with open arms. We all remember what happened with Bad Baby the day she turned 18 and opened her OF. We're living in a future where little girls growing up are going to be looking up to people.
It's actually crazy. The idea of these type of women being heroes and role models for the younger women growing up, the younger girls growing up, is kind of baffling and it's startling as well, because girls in my generation didn't have access to looking at all these like pornographic artists. Like those websites were so far away from the view and the sight of kids in general that you wouldn't even have the opportunity to view one of those women as your role models. So girls in my generation, I believe that they had maybe musicians, like actresses and things of that category. Those were the things that were put in their faces more. Now with the use and the help of social media, you can have access to multiple things. And we know in society in 2025 that we understand that sex sells. So if sex sells, that's going to be what's pushed out in the algorithm in general. And if young women are seeing these women make this amount of money and not going to college, pretty much down in college because they have acquired this amount of wealth before they even got to going to college, it's gonna then, trigger something into that young girl watching that oh, I don't have to do that. I don't have to go to college. I just have to like shake my booty online or thirst trap for men, and I'm gonna be on this girl that who has $1 million. I'm gonna be on her level just doing that. So it's just crazy, and it's gonna be very important that the parents of these young women need to actively be in their lives, like talking to them, monitoring what they watch online, or else it's gonna be wraps. We are gonna be cooked as a society. So it's sad, but this is the society we live in. We can wish for an ideal world, but we gotta attack what we have in reality and make the necessary adjustments.
like Sophie Rain and being like, I want to be just like Sophie Rain growing up, only 10 more years to go. Before, it would be like their favorite YouTubers, maybe a makeup YouTuber or a beauty vlogger. But throw that whole playbook away, the game has changed. And now they're creating spin-off bop houses already. You have the mini bop house. I don't know what your expectations are for it, but just be prepared. It would have been.
Alright, I'm done with this video. I don't know what we're gonna do, but send the asteroids already. Like, what are we doing? But, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna leave the video right there. Let me know what you guys thought about the video in the comment section. What do you guys think about the Bob House? Let me know. With all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.